I teach philosophy at Kingsborough Community College in the city of New York, and we use Blackboard for posting a lot of information for the course and asking students to put assignments. Now, one problem that we've run into is that I ask students, and Blackboard sometimes requires that for certain kinds of assignments you submit a Microsoft Word format document on Blackboard. And some of our students don't have Microsoft Word, and they're using alternative word processing programs. What I want to do here is show you, this is a how-to video, show you how to create a Microsoft Word document where you don't have to spend any money on buying software, but you're going to use the free Google Apps software. In fact, it's called Google Docs, and you're going to use this for submitting an assignment to Blackboard. Then the only thing you're going to need, other than a computer and an internet connection, is, and this is a freebie, is a Gmail or Google, same thing, Google account. You're going to need a login ID and password, and if you don't have one, you can create one online for free. But let's move on and take a look how we go about creating a Microsoft Word document, first step, in Google Apps software. Now, the first thing we need to do is get on Google Apps. And especially if you're using Blackboard, my recommendation is to use Google's internet browser. That is Google Chrome. Okay, I've started up Chrome, and I've gone to the Google page. And notice it says Google. Up here we have sign in. So the first thing that you might want to do is click sign in. Now for me, it knows about my accounts already that I've already set up. If you don't have one, it'll enable you to create an account if you do not already have one, or if you've had one, you forgot the password, you can't get it back, you can create a new one to use it. So let me just pick one of my accounts and log into Google. Now I've signed into Google. In fact, you can see my lovely picture over here. But to get to Google Docs, we have this right up here in the right-hand corner, this series of, looks like boxes, looks a little bit like a Rubik's Cube. Well, if we go there, it's going to tell us the applications that Google gives you for free. And there are several ways of getting to these, but let me show you the easiest one. It's not going to be on the first page, but notice at the bottom it says More. We hit More. We get a few others, not gotten the one that we want yet, but we hit even more from Google. And now scroll down a while. It's going to take you a while to get to it because you're going to hit a section, Home and Office, where you'll see Gmail and Google Drive, which is where they let you store things. But you see this thing, Docs, Google Docs. So let's click on that. And here we're into Google Docs. Up here in the left corner, you see Docs and a menu bar. Let's not worry about the menu options, but let's right down here in this lower right-hand corner, it lets you create a brand new document. So let's create a document. We will click on that, and it starts up, and we have what looks like a standard word processor. And you can sit down and now begin typing your answers. So let me put my name in here because I have to submit my assignment, and let's say it's for one of my courses, and we're going to put, it's going to be assignment number 5. I happen to know there's an assignment someplace, assignment number 5. And what the assignment was asking some of my students, this is in my logic course, to do some problems and put their answers in a Word document. So here I'm going to make believe answer 1. I'm going to make believe I actually answered some questions. Answer 2. Answer 3. If you're a student in my logic class, don't put these in. as your answer. Okay, so there were 3 problems, let's say. And now what we can do is save this document with a particular name that we're going to restore later. So let's call it, we'll go up to File on the menu, and we can give it rename. So we're going to rename this. Instead of untitled document, we're going to say sample assignment 5. Okay, and we've renamed it. Now what we've created is a document in Google Docs application, which is not yet what we want, and you don't have it on your computer, so you still are not able to submit it to Blackboard. You're not able to attach it. So what we have to do with this now that we have a Google Doc is, and notice it didn't cost us 5 cents. We're just on the internet browser. We created an account, which is a freebie. They give it to you for free from Google. Now we can go over to that file menu again, and if we scroll down, we have download as. Now remember, we want to download the file. So let's go over, and we want to do it as a Microsoft Word document. So it's going to take our same file and give it a name, and instead of a G-Doc, which is a Google Doc, it's going to download it as a .x, which is the way Microsoft Word documents end up getting downloaded. So notice, okay, downloads in Google Chrome gives down in the left-hand side, if that's the browser you're using, and I do recommend that. It makes it a little bit easier to do everything I'm talking about doing. You have this sample assignment as a document. And typically that's downloaded into a download directory. So now we've created a document. If we're worried about it, we can go into Windows Explorer if we want to find out. And this is my Windows Explorer. Notice right on the top of my favorites, but both up here and under this PC, and I'm running Windows 8 here, 8.1 actually, but we have downloads both up there and down there. But if we go to downloads, notice right at the top we have sample assignment 5.x, which is the Microsoft Word version of that file that we just created. So from here we can log out, do whatever you want, leave it running, but let's log out. I'm going to sign out of my Google account, and from here we're going to want to go to Blackboard. Now the way at CUNY, at the City University of New York, the way we get to Blackboard is from our portal, or one way I should say of getting to our to get our version of Blackboard is through the CUNY portal, the City University's portal. And right over here in login, we can go down to Blackboard. And now I'm going to be prompted to log in. Helps if you remember your login. I'm logged into Blackboard. So now we've created a document, we've done the assignment, and now let me go to the course. Here I'm going to a course I teach. For students it's going to look a little bit different, but in about the same place over on the right side you're going to see my courses. And I said I was going to do this for my logic class, so I went into my logic class, and now we have the problem of attaching the document to an assignment. So the first thing I have to do is get over to the assignment that I want to attach it to. Let me navigate over there. You'll do it for your course, whatever. If it's one of my courses, you know we have in the navigation bar to assignments. And notice I have problem set number 5E. Okay, so this is an answer. This is where we want to answer it. So if we want to complete the assignment that I just created the document for, I hit that assignment and it gives me information about it, and as I scroll down a little bit more we see assignment number 2, assignment submission. Now it says write submission, which will give, I didn't mean to hit that, it'll give you a box. You don't want to put it here because you've created the document, but you want to go down to attach file, and I have 2 buttons. As a student you will probably only have one, browse my computer. So I hit browse my computer and it got me directly to my downloads directory. If not, you'd have to navigate on your PC to your download directory. And remember, I created sample assignment 5.x. Okay, we're going to select that one, hit open, and all you need to do from that is hit submit. If you hit save it as a draft, it'll save it there, but that just lets you replace it. If you really want to submit it, and especially my students, give me the final version. Just submit it. Wait till you finish. Submit it. And if you just click on that submit button, it will upload. Now notice I have the red bar on top. That's because I'm a professor and it doesn't let me store assignments in my version of Blackboard. You should be able to. So that's all it takes to be able to create a Microsoft Word document using Google Docs, which is a free Google application. We've seen how we create the document. We have to rename it to give it a name that we want so we can find it, and then we download it as a Word document. We've seen all that steps, and now we've seen how we go about submitting it. I hope this helps you do it. If you're one of my students and this doesn't work, send me an email so I can fix up the video for you. Take care.